do. Hi, defending Elvis Presley. Have you ever been to Spain? Kinda like the music. How's it going, guys? So, I've had an interesting couple of days. Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. A special welcome. My name's Louis. I'm a lifelong fan. I've been a fan for over 50 years. I have a very genuine reason why I'm a fan. Hi, Elvis Presley. So, I've just got back from my trip in Plymouth. We saw 3 different ETAs, Elvis ETAs. They were all brilliant. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Hi, Sherry. It was sold out. Well, it seemed sold out. We had the 3 different ETAs. One was his younger years in the 50s. Then you had the 68 comeback years. Hi, Michelle. I thought I'm going to walk the dogs. I've only just got back from Plymouth, so I thought I'm going to quickly do a live so we can discuss what's been going on. Obviously, it's been a very crazy day from the point of view of Elvis and Graceland and Riley and Priscilla. It's been pretty mad. So the ETAs, by the way, in Plymouth Pavilion were excellent. The atmosphere was just the best atmosphere. Thousands of people of all ages. Obviously, the majority are older. Hi, Jane. Now remember, keep the messages short because I'm on the phone. They only appear for 3 seconds. So it's got to be short messages. So yeah, we had a brilliant time. And then we spent the day in Plymouth. Hi, Helen. We spent the day in Plymouth. We went to the museum, went to the seaside, we went to the dockyards. Hi, Geo. Yeah, oh yeah, of course, you guys have seen some of them because I sent you the shorts. Hi, Deborah. So yeah, I've had a brilliant time. It's typical that I go away and this happens, this very, very unexpected thing at the Graceland event, the book tour, Riley Keough's book tour, the signing, highly anticipated, yeah, and lo and behold, literally cannot believe it, Priscilla Presley is there. So let me just sort the dogs out a minute. Oh, 1 second, guys. So I'm on the dog walk, guys. I'm going to do the dog walk thing. So we're going to have quite a serious chat. Right, okay. Right. Let's just sort this out. Right, go on a minute. Let me just... Whoa! Okay. Unfortunately, when you've got dogs, you've got to do the dog thing. So who we got? Stacy. Okay, so we're going to have a serious chat. We're going to do this dog walk and we're going to defend Elvis Presley together. Now, please join our Defending Elvis Presley chat. It's on Facebook Messenger. Please join it. It does get heated. You do disagree. We do have hot debates. You do have to be pretty thick-skinned. People try and argue with you. You're going to get a lot of people definitely try and force their opinions on you. Now, every one of you as Elvis fans have the right to be a fan in your way, yeah, in your own way. It doesn't matter what your views are. I'm not forcing my views on people. I won't do it. I will not force my views on people. I have the way that I defend Elvis Presley and the bloodline. So, I have the way that I defend, yeah? All of you know my style now. We don't defend from hate. We do it in a respectful way, a civilized way. We also defend Elvis Presley in a way that other YouTube channels will see that we are not hateful. They will also, YouTube itself and Facebook must see that we do things in a kind place from love. We defend from love. Now we can be emotional and have strong feelings, passionate. No hate, never hate. Now another big part of defending Elvis Presley is that we don't just defend Elvis Presley. We defend Lisa Marie Presley. We defend Riley Keough. We defend Finley and Harper. We defend Benjamin. We defend Vernon and Gladys. The bloodline. None of us would be here if it wasn't for our love for Elvis. It all begins with that. How we were affected in a spiritual way that touched our souls and transformed our lives. That's basically the truth of it. Our lives were never the same again once we discovered Elvis. Everything else is a ripple effect of that. Even Priscilla fans, it started with Elvis. Elvis started the love, and then everything else comes from that. Right, I just want to say something very clearly to you. Anybody that is a member or a subscriber of Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. If you're only here to hate or bully, you're definitely on the wrong YouTube channel. You are definitely on the wrong YouTube channel. And what I saw this morning was hate and bullying. Hate and bullying. And you are not welcome. You are not welcome. I don't care how long you've been a fan for. I don't care if you've met Elvis 1,000 times. If you're going to bully, if you're going to force your views, literally force people to agree with your views, you are not welcome. If you're going to push hate, keep repeatedly causing hate, you are not welcome. We are not a hate channel. We are not a hate channel against anyone. Now, we have very, very strong views with Priscilla. We are very upset with Priscilla. Now, when I saw Priscilla at the Graceland event, the signing, the book signing, I was gutted. I was gutted, and I was proved wrong. Hi Vibex, hi Keough. I was proved wrong because I have said many times that I did not think that Priscilla was welcome at Gracelands. I know it was at the building in front of Gracelands. Is that correct? Now, I have been proved wrong because I really did not think that they would ever let Priscilla anywhere near that place again, ever. So I was wrong, guys. I was wrong. Riley sat there. She gave a nice little interview with the audience, the book signing audience, and then a special guest is announced, and lo and behold, it's Priscilla Presley. Now, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it that Priscilla was there. Now, we don't know how she got in that room. We do not know how she got in that room. We don't know if it was because of Joel Weishanker. We don't know if it was because of Jack Sodden. We don't know if it was because of Riley. There's a possibility that she just marched in there and walked in and no one stopped her. We do not know. It does seem like it was sudden the way they brought the chairs out. It did seem a bit last minute. Now, do any of you guys think it was a last minute thing? I'm just asking you that, guys. Do any of you think that it was a last minute thing? I'm just interested to know if any of you think that. Do any of you think this was pre-planned and that Priscilla was definitely coming? Because the whole thing, I've watched all of it. And it just seems a bit unrehearsed. The way that Priscilla is questioned is a bit odd. The way that she answers the questions is a bit odd. I think that Riley looked very uncomfortable. I think Riley actually looked surprised to see Priscilla. So, Francis, you think it was planned, yeah? Now, I'm going to watch it a few more times before I decide. Now, hi, Lynn. Now, I want to just say this to you guys. Am I disappointed that Priscilla was there? Yes, I'm very, very disappointed. Very disappointed, yeah? Keep the messages short, guys, so I can read them. Now, if Riley is the reason Priscilla was there, then I am a bit annoyed at Riley. I am a bit disappointed. After you guys giving me all the information about the book From Here to the Great Unknown, all the different points that are in that book, obviously the Michael Edwards abuse. Also, you've got the fact that Priscilla knew what was going on. The fact that Lisa Marie felt unloved, unwanted. It does seem that Priscilla would leave Lisa alone with Michael Edwards for weeks on end while she pursued her career in acting and modelling, etc. Promotion. Now, I want to say to Riley, what are you doing? What are you doing? The book that your mother created with her tapes has exposed serious wrongdoing of Priscilla, of Mike Edwards. Now, I want to say to Riley, you should be bringing up these very important things where your mother has been treated disgustingly. And I want to say to Riley, defend your mother. Defend your mother as a daughter should. Yeah, we all do. Every one of us are like, come on, this book's just come out. Your mother, Lisa Marie, poured her heart out into those tapes. She asked you to finish the book with her. These details that are in these tapes are very, very uncomfortable, some of them. Your mother asked you to put this together and help her create a book. Now, unfortunately, Lisa passed away suddenly. So Riley is thrown into this situation where she has to finish this book on her own using her mother's tapes. Now, you imagine what Riley went through listening to those tapes. Yeah, it must have been excruciating. Yeah. Now, how can I say it? It's very obvious to me that everything on those tapes, Lisa wanted the world to know. She wanted Riley to know. She wanted Finlay and Harper to know. She wanted the fans to know. She wanted the press to know, the tabloids, the media. Every single word that Lisa Marie Presley said on those tapes should be public. It should be public. And Riley is the front person that should be sharing to the world everything on those tapes. Now, Of course, we know From Here to the Great Unknown has been released. It's a massive bestseller. We also know there are very graphic details concerning Michael Edwards' alleged sexual abuse. Priscilla knew about it. We know this because Lisa said it. We also know that Lisa was left alone with a predator, an alleged predator. Now, there's also many other things in this book, many other things that we're going to go through that gradually. But I want to concentrate on today, or should I say last night, that Priscilla walks in, she gets cheered by the audience as if she is Elvis Presley, which always amazes me. Why Priscilla is treated like Elvis Presley wherever she goes, I have no idea. I have no idea why that happens. She had no talent. She's not a singer. She was not Elvis. Hey. She was not Elvis. Now remember, she divorced Elvis. She was unfaithful to Elvis. She gave him a disgusting, cruel, brutal divorce settlement that broke him, guys. We know about the lien that was placed on Graceland's, the deed of trust created to place the charge, the lien. Even the way that Priscilla was unfaithful to Elvis was humiliating, running off with Mike Stone. Even just after the baby Lisa Marie was born, having an affair with Steve Peck, which is in her book on page 262, as we all know. Now I'm going back to Riley again. Now what I want Riley to do is to, in these interviews that are being shown around the world, I want her to defend her mother. I want her to say, come on, and bring up these very difficult, awkward details and say it was wrong. I want her to ask for justice for Lisa Marie Presley. I want her to say, my mother was allegedly sexually abused. Can we look into this? Can we seek justice for my mother, Lisa? This is what we want from Riley. Now, she hasn't done it yet. Many people are saying she's holding it close to her chest, that she's going to do it later on down the line. Maybe we're expecting too much too soon from Riley because the book's only been out a few days. But I will say this loud and clear. Riley Keough, we love you. We defend you. We defend Finlay and Harper. We are here for the bloodline. We've got your back. If you want to feel supported, we're here for you, the Elvis fans. But you must step up to the mark and defend your mother, and you must face these allegations. You must face these allegations head on. Let the authorities get involved, and you must defend your mother. Riley, you must do that. We really expect this of you. Now, I say it completely with respect. Completely with respect. Completely. Riley, I know that you've been through a very, very hard time. You've lost your mother, you've lost your brother, you've had this crazy situation with Priscilla, who tried to force you to be joint trustee with you, that pushed you into a corner where you had to make decisions to avoid a lawsuit, and eventually you agreed to give her the $1 million to pay her legal fees of $400,000 to allow her to be buried at the meditation garden, which you know the fans don't want. Majority of the fans don't want it. Now, you've really had a tough time. You've also had the Graceland scammer. You're trying to keep your grandmother happy, Priscilla Presley, who does have a massive following, yeah? So I know that you and the twins have been through hell and are still probably going through hell. And I know that the amount of work that you must have done to finish the book From Here to the Great Unknown must be massive. It was a massive undertaking to go through those tapes and create this amazing book, this massive bestseller. It's a fantastic book. Raving reviews, yeah? But, and I how can I say it? I have massive respect for you that you pulled it off. You've created a brilliant book that the whole world wants to read, a massive bestseller. You've put it out there around the world. Lisa's words from tape to book and audiobook. So I praise you massively for you got the job done. You did it. Brilliant. But now we got a few problems. There are missing parts of the book. Some people say missing pages. There are missing sections of the book in certain countries. Now we want to know why. We want to know why are there missing parts of the book, and the parts that are missing are the sexual abuse allegations. We want to know why. It's very important. We the fans, we want to understand why in certain countries the sexual abuse allegations from Michael Edwards have been left out. We want to know. The fans are worried, okay? So please give us answers for that. Right, now I want to go back to there's certain people that think that Priscilla turning up at the Graceland event, the book signing, Riley Keough's book signing, they feel that because Priscilla Presley was there, that it gives them the right to bully Riley, to hate Riley, to spread hate. Already, I have seen hateful comments by certain people. I won't name them because I'm not here to name and shame. Already I'm seeing comments of people demanding that we hate Riley. Well, I won't. I do not hate Riley. In fact, I am fully support Riley as an Elvis fan. Now, would Elvis Presley want us to hate Riley? Would Elvis Presley? Even if you've met Elvis Presley, any of you guys out there that have met Elvis, yeah? Do you? And Elvis was a lovely man. We admire him. We adore him. Come on, seriously, would Elvis Presley want us to hate Riley, his granddaughter? Should we just hate anyone that doesn't agree with us? Should we do that? Shall we do that? Should we just go, I'll tell you what, anyone that doesn't do exactly as we want, let's hate them, even if they are Elvis's bloodline, his grandchildren. Are we going to now move on and start hating Finlay and Harper? Should we hate Finlay and Harper as well? Come on, guys. Now, I'm telling you now that this behavior to create hate against Riley is childish. It is childish. We are not in the playground. We're not at school now with our mates, picking on each other like babies. Grow up. The people that are hating on Riley, grow up. We are mature adults. Most of us are in our 50s, 60s, 70s, aren't we? Many of us are in our 40s. No, come on. You think about it, guys. Should we all gang up together and call Riley names just because Priscilla walked in on that stage? Just because Priscilla Presley walked into that room and sat down and everyone cheered and everyone started asking her questions, shall we all create a hate group? Should we do that? Should we do that? It's childish, it's pathetic. We love Riley. We love the twins. We protect them. We defend them. The Elvis fans wrap their arms around Finley and Harper and Riley to defend and protect them. Now, none of us know what went on behind the scenes. Think about it, guys. None of us know if there's a possibility that Priscilla just walked in that room and sat down and no one knew she was coming. Isn't it possible? Isn't it possible? Now, what pressure is Riley Keough under? You think about it, guys. Riley Keough has booked these dates. I'm not sure how many there are. Is it 6, 8 dates? A book signing. She obviously wants the book to be successful. She wants the book to be put out there around the world to expose every little thing in the book, everything in the book that is now out around the world in every bookstore. It's the best-selling book on Amazon. It's all out there, isn't it? It's all out there. So Riley has got it out there. A lot of the information is out. Now, I do think there's probably some pages missing. I do. Honestly, seriously, guys. I do think there are pages missing. I do. Yeah? Now, that's for another argument. I do believe there's more things that Lisa Marie said that have been kept hidden. That's just my opinion. I am disappointed that these pages on page 85 and 86, there are missing parts of these pages, okay? It's very disappointing, okay? Now, that is for another day. We're gonna try and find out what is going on, why certain countries have missing paragraphs, okay? We're gonna do that. Now, I wanna say this to you guys. I am no Priscilla fan. I am very upset with Priscilla. I am demanding that Priscilla is held accountable for the alleged sexual abuse of Lisa Marie Presley when she was a child. I want Priscilla to be held accountable for it. This is alleged, yeah? I want Michael Edwards to be exposed and charged. I want the authorities to arrest him for these alleged sexual abuses against a child. I want it, guys. I want this to come out. I want him to be arrested, put in jail, allegedly. Remember, this is alleged. Everything we say now is for entertainment purposes. Entertainment purposes, yeah? Our opinions as fans. But I want Riley to step up and ask the right questions. I want the interviews that Riley is having, I want the interviewers to ask the right questions, to bring up the alleged sexual allegations against Michael Edwards. I want it to be brought up. It's very important that these interviewers around the world ask the right questions, okay? I ain't trying to sweep this under the carpet. We are not going to sweep this under the carpet. We are going to ask the right questions, and I want Riley to make sure it happens. I don't want Riley to avoid the sexual abuse allegations. I am horrified the life that Lisa Marie has led. The things that Lisa Marie has gone through from the age of 10 are disgusting. I feel so sorry that Lisa Marie has gone through this. I'm gutted for Lisa Marie, gutted. Elvis's only daughter was abused, allegedly abused, for years. And Priscilla stood by and didn't do anything about it. I'm disgusted by it. I'm very upset with Priscilla. But that doesn't mean that we are going to hate Riley. It doesn't mean we're going to gang up like children on Facebook, on YouTube, or Instagram or TikTok and create a hate group against Riley. We're not doing it. We are not gonna do it. And anyone that wants us to do it, you are not welcome here. Now please, can we calm down? Please, can we calm down and do things in a civil, respectful way? We are going to defend Elvis Presley. We are going to defend Lisa Marie Presley. We are going to honor Lisa's memory. We are going to make Riley and the twins proud. Proud. Even prouder than they already are. Now, we do have to understand that Riley is in a very, very difficult position. The twins are in a very, very difficult position, aren't they? And they're very young. Now, why are the interviewers not asking the correct questions? Why are the interviewers not asking about the Michael Edwards abuse? It is all over the news. If you go on Google, yeah, and you type in Michael Edwards sexual abuse claims, there are hundreds of people talking about it. News companies, social media pages, whatever you call it, talking about Michael Edwards. So something's going to happen, guys. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. He has been, how can I say, is the word vilified? I'm not even sure the right word. The whole world is talking about Michael Edwards as if he is a predator, as if he is an abuser, as if he has committed sexual abuse. Alleged, aren't they? The whole world's talking about it. Yeah? So, his life is pretty messed up now, isn't it? Michael Edwards' life is messed up. So he has to face and confront what's coming to him. Whatever is coming to him from the authorities, from the fans. It's pretty dark here, guys. Whatever is coming to him is coming to him. He's getting his comeuppance, yeah? He's getting his comeuppance, yeah? Now, we can't control what happens with Michael Edwards. It will be what it will be. But what we can control is how we react to the family, to the bloodline, Elvis's bloodline. Now, Michael Edwards, he's gonna, how can I say it? An eruption is about to happen in his life. An earthquake, yeah? It's happening as we speak. Now, Riley, what has she done? Think about it. Yes, I do agree that the interviews that Riley has had over the last 3-4 days have been very lame. They've been very strawberries and ice cream. Yeah, all very, oh yes, tell us about your mum and tell us about your life with Michael Jackson and what was it like upstairs in Gracelands and oh, did you live at Neverlands? They're all very cheesy, yeah, all very cute and sweet. These interviews with Riley on many different news channels all over America, yeah. None of them have asked the questions that we want them to ask. None of them, yeah. If anything, they ridicule Lisa Marie because Benjamin spent his time in his casket with Lisa in her home for I don't know how many weeks. They just try and belittle Lisa, make her look odd, when all she wanted to do was spend time with her dead son before he got buried, because they hadn't decided where they were going to bury him. And she didn't want to leave him in some morgue, so she wanted him close to her until he was buried. There is nothing wrong with that. But the news companies, the media are trying to make Lisa out as if she's a weirdo because of it. It is wrong. It is so wrong. She isn't weird. Lisa Marie isn't weird because she wanted to spend some weeks with her dead son, because she loves him, because she misses him, because she wanted to be close to him. She didn't want to leave him alone in some morgue. She just loved her son. That's all it was. So my point is, guys, when these interviews are happening, instead of the interviewer saying, right, what happened with Michael Edwards? Right, what was Priscilla doing? Why does Priscilla why did Lisa Marie feel unloved, unwanted, ugly? Why was Priscilla more interested in her career, being an actress, making money, modeling, making money, yeah? Fragrances, children's clotheslines, promoting. Why was Priscilla more interested in her career than being with her daughter, her own daughter? These are the questions we want asked. So when Riley is sat there and she's basically looking very pretty and happy and smiley and answering all these sweet little questions, poor Lisa Marie, who's dead in her coffin, who was abused, went out of her way to create these tapes for this book to be written, From Here to the Great Unknown, with the help of her daughter, Riley, who wanted the world to know these disgusting truths. Not once is it being brought up by the interviewers, by Riley. This is wrong. Riley has to step up to the mark and ask and bring up these subjects. She cannot avoid them. Now, you guys are saying to me, well, maybe she can't. Maybe she's worried about a lawsuit. Maybe she's got pressures that we don't know about behind the scenes. So because of it, she's avoiding it. I don't care. I don't care. This is Riley's time to defend Lisa, her mother. And she needs to do it, whether it's awkward or not, whether it creates a lawsuit or not, whether it's difficult or not. Riley does need to step up and defend her mum. That is clearly my view, that Riley does have to face these allegations. She does. But I'm not going to hate on her if she doesn't do it. I'm not going to hate her and start posting on Facebook and YouTube and creating hate. We are called defending Elvis Presley, and that is what we will do. We will defend the bloodline. We will defend Riley. We will defend Finley and Harper. We are going to defend Lisa Marie Presley and Benjamin and Riley. I repeat, and Riley. Now, any of you out there that are on, even now, right now on this live stream, if your intention is to hate Riley, you're on the wrong live stream, because we are not gonna hate Riley. It is not gonna happen. Elvis Presley would not want us to hate Riley. He would not want it. So if you really love Elvis, and many of you that truly love Elvis are part of the hate. If you love Elvis, stop trying to create hate for Riley. Stop it. It's wrong. Elvis wouldn't want it. Elvis would be ashamed if he knew that his fans were going to bully his grandchild. I repeat, Elvis would be ashamed if he knew that Elvis fans, his fans, were going to bully and create hate against his granddaughter. Yeah? Pretty basic. Pretty basic. Now, guys, we were very emotional today. We were all very surprised that Priscilla turned up at Graceland. None of us could believe it. We were blown away. I never thought it was going to happen. I truly did not think it was going to happen. Honestly, guys, I am gobsmacked. I can't believe they've allowed Priscilla, just after the book From Here to the Great Unknown has been released with all these horrible allegations in the book, I cannot believe that Priscilla was allowed to sit there in that audience and be cheered and clapped. I can't believe it. Literally, what happened? What planet are we on where Lisa Marie can write a book exposing wrongdoing of her mother and Michael Edwards, alleged, and then when Priscilla walks into the room, they cheer her and clap and scream as if she's Elvis Presley. What planet is this? Are we on like an alternate universe where the abuser, the wrongdoer, is applauded and cheered? Just an allegation, mind, for entertainment purposes. Just an opinion for entertainment purposes. But it doesn't make any sense, guys. When she walked in the room, I would have expected the crowd to boo. Now, why would have I expected the crowd to boo? I'll tell you why. It really is getting dark, guys. I'll tell you why I would have expected the crowd to boo. Because of what was written in the book, From Here to the Great Unknown. When these gory details were released in the book that has only just been released, and we've only just found out all these things, that should have been enough to, this is my opinion for entertainment purposes, that should have been enough to keep Priscilla away from Graceland. That's just my opinion, guys. Just my opinion. I personally feel that Priscilla has some very serious questions to answer. Very, very serious. Not just to the fans, but to the authorities. Because Priscilla was in charge of Lisa Marie when she was a small girl, when she was 10, 11, 12. Priscilla was in charge. These sexual allegations that have gone against Michael Edwards, Priscilla was the mother. Priscilla was at home, all going away, pursuing her career. She was responsible. So she is responsible. Now, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. Now, let's go to the event. We've got the event, yeah? So they're sat there. Priscilla has just walked in the room. Everybody cheers, which is ridiculous. They both sit there. Now, the interviewer did a job really good. The lady that was interviewing, I forget her name, did a great job. She even said, "Oh, I'm honored to be with you, Priscilla." As if Priscilla was the queen, but she's not, by the way. Now, when this is what I noticed about the questioning. They asked Priscilla a few obvious questions. Now, Priscilla went out of her way to say, "Oh, me and Riley were very close." Now, did any of you see Riley's reply? She had a funny look on her face and said, "Were we?" I repeat, when Priscilla said, "Oh, me and Riley are very close," Riley says, "Were we? Were we?" Did any of you get that? Because I did. So you get what I'm saying, guys. Now, I think about 5 minutes later, it's repeated again. Priscilla again says, oh my God, it is dark here, guys. I hope there's no vampires around here. Woo, scary. No full moon as well. Right, sorry, guys. Now, my point is, guys, about 5 minutes later, and they're still doing the questioning. I think I might just come up this way. About 5 minutes later, they're still questioning. Priscilla says it again. Priscilla says it again. She says, "Oh yes, we were so close. Me and Riley have always been close." And do you know what Riley does? She changes the subject. You go back and watch it, guys. You go back and watch it. There's 2 instances where they're asking Priscilla questions. Priscilla has to say, "Oh, we were so close, we were so close." And both times Riley gives the wrong answer. In fact, she doesn't really answer, not really. The one time she says, "Were we?" Then the other time she almost changes the subject. Look it up, guys. Look it up. I actually don't think they were ever close. Now, I actually found the questioning very awkward. I actually found that the way that Priscilla responded to the questions was a bit odd. Did any of you think that? Now tomorrow what we'll do, we'll get these videos up. We'll get this. I've got a couple of tapes of, no, not tapes. I've recorded it on my phone, these two interviews. And we're going to break them down. We're going to go through them together. Team Elvis, Elvis fans, the subscribers, the members. We're going to go through this conversation, the questioning. And we are going to decide if it comes across genuine. Because I personally feel that Riley felt very awkward. Do any of you think that Riley looked awkward? I really did think that Riley was putting on a front. This is just my opinion. I think she was going through the motions. I also feel that there was a certain sense that Riley was a bit surprised that Priscilla was there. Seriously, do any of you guys think that 100% Riley thought this was going to happen? I think it was a bit out of the blue. Now, we don't know what went on behind the scenes. Many of the questions that were asked, I felt Priscilla looked, how can I say? This is my moment. This is my moment to shine. This is what I saw with Priscilla. Oh, look, I'm back at Graceland's. I'm going to prove everyone wrong. I'm going to prove everyone wrong. Ha ha. People were saying that I'm not allowed at Graceland's, but I'm here. Look at me now. This is how I felt that the interview was. That she was like, I'm going to say as much as I can, quickly now, because I shouldn't really be here. So I'm going to, if you notice, she was trying, she completely took the conversation over and made the whole conversation all about her and Lisa. Trying to paint a picture that Lisa was very difficult. Did any of you notice that? Did any of you notice that? She was a bit giddy, actually. But did any of you notice that she was trying to sort of give the public, the audience, anyone recording the interview, the impression that her time with Lisa was very difficult? That Lisa was always running after boys. Seriously, did you remember that bit? Did you see that part of the interview? Oh yes, you know, I had a lot of difficulties with her. She was always going off after other boys. That was the main problem. Did any of you get that? If you listen to how she was talking, because she would just go on her own tangent, and she would go on to a long spiel of how Lisa was bad, Lisa was difficult, Lisa's wrongdoing, how tough it was for her as a mother, how she tried to keep her busy by traveling. Now we all know that the reason they traveled a lot is because that's what Priscilla wanted to do. Priscilla wanted to travel with her many boyfriends. I would say that at least 15 minutes of that, no, maybe 10 minutes of that interview, she was putting Lisa down. She was talking about Lisa in a negative way. In a negative way, yeah? Now, tomorrow we'll go through it together. Now, if you look at the interview that before Priscilla came on the stage, yeah? So you got Riley sat there being questioned. All of Riley's questions were very sweet. They were fine, they were good questions. No harm to Lisa, nothing negative about Lisa. If anything, Riley was praising her mother, yeah? Do we agree? Do we agree with that? The section that lasted about 15 minutes was Riley praising her mother. Very sweet little stories, anecdotes about her mother, her relationship with her mother. All very nice. But then Priscilla walks in. She sits down. One of the first things she says is, "Who had the loudest cheer?" Have any of you seen that, guys? Who had the loudest cheer? It's one of the first things she says. And then she laughs it off. But then she very quickly starts talking about how difficult Lisa Marie Presley was as a child. Did any of you pick up on this? It was like, I struggled. Lisa was always difficult and impossible. I managed to get through it. She even says, "We got through it. We got through it." That was her own words. Then she spends 10 minutes trying to tell the public, the audience, that she had a tough time with Lisa. Typical teenage problems, yeah? She basically makes Lisa out to be some kind of druggy drunk. She brings up the drugs. She says Lisa had a drug problem. Just like in other interviews, she has mentioned that Lisa didn't want to be here anymore. Who says that about their daughter? My daughter doesn't want to be here anymore. What a disgusting thing a mother would say about their child. True or not, would any parent say that? True or not, would any parent say, my daughter doesn't want to be here anymore? It's disgusting. Anyway, now tomorrow we're going to go through this interview. I'm more interested in the 15 minutes that it was Lisa and... Sorry, not Lisa. The 15 minutes that it was Riley and Priscilla. And we will see how many times Priscilla puts Lisa down. How many times Priscilla puts Lisa down. And I tell you now, guys, all the way through it, when she's putting Lisa down, Riley looks very uncomfortable. Riley has got this sort of fake smile, an awkward smile. She's trying to hold back. Riley does give some quite uncomfortable replies to Priscilla. I actually think the way Priscilla was acting was a bit weird. Do any of you think, after watching it, that it was a bit weird? Almost like she'd had a drink. Do any of you think that Priscilla had had a drink? Because I found her laughter a bit... It's hard to explain. I don't know the right word for it, guys. Yes, a bit off. A bit off. I can just read in your comments now, guys. So, I'm going to stop and try and read your comments. There's 64 of you watching now. Please subscribe. Please like. It's important that you guys subscribe. So then when we go live again tomorrow, we can come together. If you hit the subscribe button, the button will turn into a notification bell. And then you hit the notification bell. And then tomorrow, in the morning, we're going to do a live. We're going to go through these interviews and we're going to discuss each point, every sentence, every question that is asked of Priscilla. We're going to analyze it. We're also going to analyze Riley's behavior. Yeah? And we're going to do this tomorrow morning. Is that okay with you guys? So while you're there, there's 64 of you on. I'm surprised I haven't been attacked by a werewolf. I actually feel like I'm in the American Werewolf in London. Guys, do any of you know the film American Werewolf in London? This is how I feel. I actually think a rabid werewolf is going to jump on me and bite my neck off. Oh my God, it's actually quite scary. Do any of you believe in vampires? Do any of you believe in vampires? That was on last night on the BBC. Is anything coming up behind me? Is anything coming up behind me? Oh my God! I'm just joking, guys. Just joking, but it is spooky. It's like Halloween night. Yeah. Nah, there's no vampires at the moment. So, anyway, so let's just chill out a bit, shall we? There's 66 of you watching. Can you tell me where you're from and what time it is where you are? There's 66 of you. Geo, there's 66 of you watching. Please let me know where you're from and what time it is. Come on, guys. Don't be shy. Let me know where you're all from. So we've got New York 219. Leeds, hi Kirsty. We've got Natalie, it's 12:20 p.m. We've got in Idaho. Sweden at 20 past 8. Come on, guys, let me know where you're from. There's 60 odd of you. We've got Massachusetts, it's 2:19. Leicester, England, Jane. I'm from Weston-super-Mare near Bristol. This is where I'm from, southwest UK. And I think it's about 7 p.m. So yeah, 7:15. Hi Linda, 7:15. Helen, Yorkshire, 7:15. Then we've got Mary in North Carolina, 2:19. We've got Jane again, 19:19. Holland, it's 20 past 8. That's Cherie, Kirsty. Let's have a look. South Africa is Lynette, 8:19. We got 2:20. Caroline in Michigan, Canada, Quebec. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Anyway, I'm just going to walk up my road. 7:17 in Wales. This is David. We've got Marianne in Germany. It's 8:20. So I'm just trying to read the messages. Okay, guys. So I'm going to walk up the road now. Get back to my house. So I think tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. Everything's back to normal. The kids are at school, so I'm going to be able to do a bit of research through the night. And we're going to go through this topic. Now, we still need to go back and finish off chapter 1 of From Here to the Great Unknown, which I want to do. I want to review the book, of course. And there's a few unfinished things. But at the moment, I do want to address the interview that happened at Graceland. I also want to address whether or not the book has been censored. Do any of you feel that the book From Here to the Great Unknown has been censored? Are there any other countries that have seen this effect of missing paragraphs? I know that Australia was affected, England was affected. Are there any other countries that feel that there's missing pages or missing paragraphs from the book From Here to the Great Unknown? Yeah, Mary thinks it's been censored. My God, it's getting even darker. Look, you can't even see me now. Anyway, I'm walking up my road. It is pitch black. Honestly, guys, are you feeling how I'm feeling? It is pitch black. It's a frosty night in the UK. Oh my God, it's so dark. Anyway, now let's get back quickly to the topic. Now, I know I'm saying about all the hate towards Riley that has to stop. It's not too late, guys, for everyone to just calm down. The people know who they are. Yeah, it's Halloween, innit, Renee? It's Halloween. The people know who they are, yeah? Please calm down. I'm not going to name you. The people that are trying to create hate for Riley, just please calm down and remember that Elvis wouldn't want it. Elvis Presley would not want you to hate his granddaughter. I repeat, Elvis Presley would not want you to hate his granddaughter. And you know that. Do the right thing. You love Elvis. You love Elvis. Do what Elvis would want. And sometimes we have to always come back to that, don't we? Sometimes we come back to the main thing, and that is, what would Elvis do? Even me, when I'm running defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth. Sometimes I don't know what to do, and I just say, what would Elvis do? What would Elvis do? And that answers my question, because we know what Elvis would do, don't we? We know Elvis, in exactly the same circumstances, would not hate. Would not hate. Elvis did not like hate. He was completely against hate. So you guys out there trying to create hate for Riley, My advice to you is do what Elvis would do. Do what Elvis would do. And then we all know, don't we? Because he's the kindest, most genuine, decent man that ever lived. Come on, let's face it. Now, please, the people that are trying to create hate, please just change your minds. Change your minds. Rethink your position and just do the right thing. I have nothing against you if you are going to stop the hate. We are not a hate channel. We are not a hate channel. We are a defending Elvis Presley channel. We are trying to get to the truth. That's all it is, guys. We just want to do the right thing, yeah? Anyway, I'm going to walk into my house to show you guys that I haven't been attacked by a werewolf or a vampire. I'm home. Oh my God. Oops, let's let the dogs off the leads. God. Let's just let the dogs off the leads. Okay, let me just go into the lounge. Oh, I'm safe. I'm not dead. I haven't been killed by a werewolf or a vampire. Oh my God. Guys, I tell you what. Let's just take my coat off. That was freezing. I actually got quite worried. Yeah, we're home. We're home. I was actually quite worried. Let's take my coat off. I've had a brilliant day. I've had such a good day, guys. Whew. I've had such a good day with my wife, with Tina, with Yasmin. The little clips are on there showing us watching the Elvis ETAs, it was brilliant watching. There was three of them, one from the 50s, one from the 60s, and one from the 70s. And it was just brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And then we had a really nice day out. And it reminded me, when I watched the 1950s person, I forget his name, sorry guys. When I watched him, it just brought it all back to me. Why we still love Elvis. That energy that he had. Even this guy, this 1950s Elvis. The energy he had was amazing. It was like, wow. The whole crowd, there was thousands of people cheering and screaming. And it went on for 2 hours. It was a 2-hour show. And they were all trying to run up to the stage and kiss him. And he was giving them all scarves. He was brilliant. There was 3 of them. They were all excellent. And people, 47 years after Elvis died, were attacking the stage. You had security guards fighting people off. Fighting people off. And it wasn't even Elvis. It wasn't even Elvis. It was just Elvis tribute acts. And they were begging him for a kiss. Begging him for a kiss. And I tell you what, I loved being there. I loved it. And my kids loved it. My wife loved it. And my wife's not an Elvis fan. My wife went up and got a scarf. My wife was so caught up in the excitement of this Elvis concert, she ran up and got a scarf. It's mental. Even my little kids, my 7-year-old daughter and my 4-year-old boy ran up to the stage and got a scarf. Crazy. Crazy. Just loved it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to go because I've been on for well over an hour. I'll be on in the morning. We're going to go through this properly. I hope you didn't mind going for a walk with me. It was pretty cold in England, southwest UK, walking around in the pitch black, holding this phone holder, this long stick that I hold that holds our phone, being quite serious. I hope you enjoyed it. You came for this walk with me. Diane's in Alabama, USA. So thank you so much, guys. And I hope you understand my message. Always with love. Always with love, guys. Oh, you love the walks, Linda. Thank you. You've got Joe. Angel Eyes. I'm just reading your comment. Yes, 8. We've got Joe. If every one of you do a little comment, I can say your names. If you all just say a quick comment, you got Joe Henley, and I'll just quickly say some of your names before I go. So we've got Cherie. Valvis is obviously there. We've got Becky in Cardiff. Oh, thank you, Becky. Elvis loves Maria. That's Kate. Hi, Kate. Then we've got Marion and Helen. Hi, guys. Hi, Jane. Hi, Night Mary. So if you all quickly say something, bye, Geo, then I can say your names quickly. Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. Bye, everyone. And in the morning, in UK time, around 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., thank you, Lynette and Linda and Vibex. If you join me around 10 a.m. British UK time, we're going to go through this properly. Okay? Bye, Angel. Bye, Debbie. You take care, my friends. All of you. I send all of you love. All of you love. Thank you so much for joining me. I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.